It's important to note the IMD program at Confederation College is a general program covering a wide range of topics for multimedia. Courses include internet and mobile web programming, design, photography, audio, 3D, 2D, game development, client projects, and even a mandatory English course. You're about to see actual footage from Master Dragon Trainer Richard Riddell. Here's a first-year course. These dragons came to us 3 years ago, and they seem to lack direction, but have made great progress. Let's look in at their first course. Due to confidentiality policies at our college and in the province of Ontario, we are unable to release the name of the student, dragon. DF 101 Dragon Flight Fundamentals and Pitfalls. Neither the student nor trainer suffered life-threatening injuries.
Took quite a fall, didn't we, Master Bruce?
I'm afraid I did, Alfred.
And why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Training dragons is everything around here.
From Confederation Animation Studios and the creators of Nightmare on Nakina Drive. On December 4th comes the motion picture you've been waiting for. Real Art Show, Dragon Training Edition. It's the one adventure that will change lives through learning. Featuring the voices and art of third-year multimedia students graduating this spring at a lecture theatre near you in real 3D. Rated G. This movie will blow you away. Hi, this is Kieran Elliott speaking. You may recognize me from the Oscar-nominated movie How to Train Your Dragon. I played Hork the Haggard, the Viking with the black beard. Mr. M has asked me to introduce this year's show. For the first time in years, we are featuring the work of third-year students. Mr. M tells me he has never seen a harder working group of students. These students will embark on a 4-month work placement starting in January. Some will stay close to home, some will venture to major Canadian cities, one will work in San Francisco, and perhaps a few will work at a distance with a company in Austria. Wherever they go, whatever they will do, it will be an adventure they'll never forget. The format for the show this year is brand new. Each student will show a 15-second job advertisement which is of interest to him or her, then produce a 30-second reel focused on that particular job. In some cases, they might pick a dream job, a job that they will work towards in coming years. We are pleased to announce this year's judge for the best audio. 3-time nominee and 2006 Juno Award winner for audio engineering, Dennis Tuges. Dennis will select the 3 best student reels. Mr. M also wishes to thank Scott Cooey for assistance with audio and helping students become proficient with audio. Also, special thanks to Lily Wexu for loaning her amazing voice to audio assignments in the IMD program.
What is it you think you saw? Was it mind control? Genetic mutations? Teleportation? From producer Michael Bay on April 30th.
I'm having these dreams. And there's this man. And he's burned.
Rated R. From DreamWorks Animation and the creators of Shrek and Kung Fu Panda.
Fighting dragons is everything around here.
One adventure will change 2 worlds. How to Train Your Dragon.
Bonjour, chers étudiants multimédia, c'est Lily Wexu qui vous parle. Hello, multimedia students. This is Lily Wexu speaking. Mr. M has asked me to do a sample professional voiceover for you to play with for your audio assignment. Be sure to do more than the minimum on your assignment. And most importantly, make me sound good. Hope you enjoy learning the basics of audio. And remember, audio is 50% of any film. Good luck. Bonne chance.
Congratulations to all the dragons on their fine work. Best of luck to all students on your journey far beyond the caves and caverns of Confederation College.
Photography is an important topic in the IMD program. Here's a sample of our second-year dragons' fine work. Master Dragon trainers Frank Comiso and Gail Gilmore.
Come take my journey into night. Come be my shadow, walk at my side. And when you see all that I have seen, can you tell me love from pride? I have been waiting time for one to wake me, one to call mine. So when you're near, all that you hold dear, do you fear what you will find as the dawn breaks through the night? I move on, forever longing for the home I found in your eyes. I will be listening for the drum to call me over. Come take my journey into night. Come be my shadow, walk at my side. And when you see...
A question that has been asked many times is, why bother to put all the time and effort into a student reel art show? The answer can be expressed in 4 parts. 1. It is an essential part of the creative process for students to show their work. 2. It gives all teachers a time to study and reflect on how many skills our students develop in so many areas. 3. Confederation College takes advice from Pixar Studios. Show your reel to other people. Have other people critique it. Not necessarily the work on it, but the way you're presenting your work. If a bunch of people are working on their reels at the same time, have a reel showing night. 4. It's supposed to be a fun time of celebration for students and their professors. The formal education system, K through 12 and post-secondary, is busy, 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 leaving little time to wonder, to ponder. Rubrics, checkmarks, assignments, multiple choice testing, and deadlines bound. This can sometimes choke the life out of creativity. So on this special occasion, we take time to sit back and relax, to celebrate, and to reflect on our IMD program. In October of this year, the Confederation College's IMD program entered Adobe's Worldwide Creativity in Education contest. Our Pinterest board shows some of the creative things happening in our program. We do have a strict rule. Students can write on our walls. Yes, that's correct. It is indeed okay for students to write on our walls. All the surfaces are coated with a special erasable whiteboard paint. This helps our students and teachers express themselves in creative ways. Adobe is expected to announce the winner any day now. One burning question remains, a question that can't be answered by mere mortals. Why on earth was a dragon theme chosen for this year's Real Art Show? Perhaps the idea came from a simple song that you just can't get out of your mind.
Oh, Puff the magic dragon, live by the
Dragons,
sea,
like songs, mean different things to different people. It's fun to believe, to imagine, to wonder about such a mythical creature. After all, dragons can be anything you imagine them to be. They're as real as your imagination permits. Was it because the first-year students started to draw dragons all on their own? Perhaps the answer lies in the conclusion of last year's Middle-earth theme.
You shall pass the multimedia program.
This just in, Lord of the Rings update. The travelling hobbit you saw in last year's show, Real Art Show Middle-earth Edition, has completed his adventure in Ireland and is now a 20-minute drive from Salzburg. He continues to ski, creating amazing websites and slay dragons in his spare time. Could the idea have infiltrated our minds from the animated short film Sintel by the Blender Institute, which was completely created with free open source software?
What brings you to the land of the gatekeepers?
I'm searching for someone.
Strangely, and a mystery never fully understood, something odd happened. This fall, all second and third year students drew dragons on wooden tablets. On the back of the tablet, they created a schema, which is a blueprint for a database. This was part of their studies of databases. Could the dragon-themed conspiracy have started with the HBO's TV show, Game of Thrones? Many students were intrigued by this behind-the-scenes video from Wired magazine. Here's a review.
It's one thing to create something that is computer-generated and looks completely photoreal. It's another when there is literally no reference for that because the character is completely invented. In Game of Thrones Season 3, Pixomondo in Germany were tasked with the problem of producing some realistic flying adolescent dragons. Now, the show has such high production values that the team set out to produce something that was not only cool, but physically plausible.
There was a digital dragon haunting our computer lab since October of last year. This monster came out from the mind of Chris Ernween. Chris's dragon started as a small, helpless wireframe, but grew stronger each day.
Hoo-yah! Wah-yah! Hoo-wah!
The disco bum strikes again. I said, the disco bum gonna have so fun. I said, watch your ladies, here I come. I said, the one and only Disco Bum.
Chris's Dragon continues its evolution and will live on. A few students remarked that the DreamWorks Oscar-nominated film How to Train Your Dragon was excellent.
In a word,
a review from the audio created even more
It's been
interest.
here for 7 generations, but every single building is new. We have fishing, hunting, and a charming view of the sunsets. The only problems are the pests. You see, most places have mice or mosquitoes. We have dragons. There's the monstrous nightmare. Only the best Vikings go after those. They have this nasty habit of setting themselves on fire.
In 2013, it's a reality that Confederation College students have access to the same software and hardware that Hollywood productions use. The challenge is no longer access to technology, but rather to be able to develop the skills and master the foundations of each art form. Some things in life are just meant to be, and for the Real Art Show, the theme was meant to be dragons.
And we are just about set here, ladies and gentlemen, for the 13th running of the IMD Dragon Boat Race. This year there'll be no boats, just dragons. It's a perfect winter's day here in Thunder Bay, perched at the head of the Great Lake, currently known as Superior. The temperatures are balmy minus 30 degrees, but the wind chill factor, it feels more like 107 degrees below. Thanks to our sponsors, Moo.com, for donating $130 in business cards to one lucky student. Moo believes that everything we produce should look good, work well, and make the customer feel great. Alrighty, the Dragons are assembling prior to the race for their class photo. Seems a few Dragons have slept in though, quite likely they were up late working on their major assignments, all due immediately after today's race. Oh, wait, hang on one, yeah. I'm just hearing now from the professional photographer, Frank Camiso. Yes, I see. The photo shoot has just finished. The race is about to start. In charge of the race today is the Chief Dragon official, Justin D. It's getting the Dragons into position. A good field here today. The fillies are odds-on favourites to win. The young Dragons are chomping at the bit to get racing. They're just about set now. Lights on. And here we go, racing now, getting around the first turn. Oh no, the old cameraman is straight onto the field. He looks confused. Stephen and Valerie are looking a bit out of sorts too as they take the early lead. Two mares, Stacey and Tawny Lynn, shoot up the straight with both barrels. Marissa Jostle's position, Amber overtaken quickly. Sitting comfortably on the rail is Bethany from south of the border, the fastest horse on the field today. Coming up out of nowhere now is the Dragon that never gives up, that's Cynthia. Pace is starting to pick up now. Joel is barreling down. Ian and Carson charge ahead. This is going to be a close one. It looks like Chris is settling into 6th position, clutching an illegal coffee cup. From out of nowhere now comes the Dryden entry cap, and right in the thick of things, Shelby darts ahead. Jerry lags behind, 6 lengths behind, playing possum, but he's won his last 3 races from this position. Rounding the turn, here comes Valerie, tied with Amber. At the front of the pack, it's Justin D. It's going to be close, it's going to be Justin D by a nose. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. They're all winners here today though, folks. The Dragon Race official, Justin D, has won the 2013 IMD Dragon Race. He's pulled it off. Can't believe it. What a race.
Release the dragons.
2 years ago, Stacy was only just beginning her semester in multimedia. Stacy's destiny is to complete multimedia production and to go on her journey to work with video and sound. Stacy has lived in this kingdom for 3 years, and I think she is ready to go on her own.
Here are the IMD Computer Labs facilities. It's time to draw the winner for the $130 value in Moo business cards. Open the door. Maybe there's someone in our learning audio booth that can help. Would you like to make the draw for the Moo business cards, please?
Sure.
And the winner is... And the winner is... The winner is... Cat. Thank you, kind sir. Here's the same student 3 years later, completing their final exam. There you have it. The student now understands the reason we fall down, and more importantly, that failure is part of every success. On December the 1st, 2013, the student has successfully passed Transport Canada's flight exam with a perfect score. He is now a CDF, Certified Dragon Flyer. Your work shone brightly today, not only on the screen but in our hearts. We've reached the end of the Real Art Show, and we have some words of wisdom for you from one of the best students of all time, Aristotle. Aristotle was a student of Plato, and Plato was a student of Socrates. That must have been quite a school back then. On a sunny day on a hillside, whilst reviewing his work, Aristotle said, "Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work." You're invited immediately after the show for Dragon's Milk and Mrs. M's cookies in our multimedia labs on the main floor.